Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the PagerDuty Twitch channel. I'm Mandy Walls, DevOps Advocate at PagerDuty. It's Friday afternoon. It's time to super chill out. It's time for the How To Happy Hour. We're here every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you're following us, twitch.tv/PagerDuty, so you don't miss our future streams and other stuff we've got coming up. If you want to chat with us, the developer advocates and the rest of the community team, you can reach out anytime. We're community-team@pagerduty.com. We'd love to hear from you. If you want to come on one of our shows and show off what you're doing, we would love to host you and hear all about what you're up to. If you have other questions about the things you see today or other parts of the PagerDuty platform and you don't get a chance to put them in the chat, you can always join our forums at community.pagerduty.com and ask your questions there. We'll be happy to help. Coming up on the stream next week, we're off on Monday. Happy Juneteenth to everyone in the United States. Tuesday, we're going to be talking with Kara. She's going to be telling us about some of the new updates coming for all the scheduling functionality. I know lots of folks are looking forward to some of the changes that are going on there. Jose Antonio will be back on Wednesday for Terraform time at 4 p.m. And we'll be back here next Friday with Vivek talking about some stuff in mobile, mobile, on Friday. In the meantime, you can find us at other places from our events page at pagerduty.com/events. Today, however, we have with us Jackie, and he's going to tell us all about status pages, which is super exciting, right?
Yeah, excited to be here. Thank you, Mandy.
Awesome. So I'll add your stuff there and tell us all about it, man.
All right. Yeah. So, as you probably know, availability and reliability are paramount for customer retention and satisfaction. When interruptions in digital services do happen, many businesses experience high volume of support tickets asking for the current status of issues. PagerDuty status pages, which was GA'd in January, provides visual, real-time insights into an organization operations and the status of incident resolution. PagerDuty users can proactively and securely communicate real-time operational updates with customers directly from the PagerDuty platform, eliminating the need to context switch to other tools and giving users one platform. PagerDuty is the single source of truth. What's unique about the PagerDuty status pages solution is that customers can benefit from our end-to-end real-time digital operation platform to easily keep both internal and external stakeholders informed during large-scale outages and events. PagerDuty status pages, as you will shortly see, is a tightly integrated product with PagerDuty platform, minimizing friction and eliminating context switching as teams are working to both resolve an incident and inform customers of their real-time status. It essentially gives users one platform. PagerDuty is the single source of truth, and we already see many customers that have already added status pages to their accounts and replace less integrated and less automated solutions. So with that, let's see a quick demonstration of the ease of use and some of the other benefits. So first of all, in terms of, so the administration and the setup of status pages is quite intuitive, and it consists of a few steps. Here you can see the ease of use in terms of the initial setup, which can quickly done in usually less than a minute. Customers have the option to configure their unique custom domain here to stay consistent with their company's brand. Unlike other status pages solutions, as you can see here, PagerDuty status pages is a tightly integrated product with the PagerDuty platform, as I mentioned, and it allows customers to immediately see their business services, drag and drop the ones they want to expose on the status page, and leverage automated creation of incidents. We also offer a lot of flexibility in terms of the public-facing services, with options to customize the names and groups that are shown on the status page. So here there is an option to add the group, and you can also change the display name that will appear on the external status page itself. We take security very seriously, and allowing customers to configure both user roles and teams. Unlike other status pages solutions, we offer both manual and automated updates.
Oh, okay.
allowing customers to post real-time automated updates with human-in-the-loop support whenever human review or approval is required. So as you can see here, when you configure the page, you have the option to leverage automation. And then when you add automation, you also have the option to say whether you want someone to approve that or not. And this is really one of the exciting features that we offer here. So that's why I do want to highlight that section here. Many customers are very excited about that. It essentially allows to run in a fully automated way, but also have control whenever you want to review posts before they are being published on the public facing page. Last but not least, we offer a wide range of out-of-the-box page layout customization, allowing the customer to stay as consistent as possible with their company's brand. You can see here multiple options for logo, 5 icons, colors, options to customize the banner at the top, the buttons, what notification channels customers will be able to subscribe, adding some support and some other helpful links. So this is quite exciting as well. And then once I go ahead and publish this page, you will see that it's immediately available, up and running and ready to be publicly accessed by my customers using this public facing URL. As an end user, I can easily monitor the system status. I can subscribe to receive real-time notifications via email, Slack, and webhook. And I can also see and subscribe to any of the specific components that the company has chosen to proactively communicate using the status page. So in this example, essentially, PagerDuty customer support was looking to improve proactive communication with our customers and eliminating the need to context switch to other tools during outages. And now we can give our customer support agents one platform. PagerDuty is the single source of truth.
That's awesome. It's super exciting too, because we're actually switching to this platform in July, right?
That's right. Yeah, and we actually have in PagerDuty a few teams, responsible for the customer service in our organization. And while few of them have already switched to and started using our own product a few months ago, our final phase of the rollout is actually happening these days. And yeah, as you mentioned, in July we are expecting all of the PagerDuty services to essentially, leveraging our own product. Yep.
Yeah, super exciting. Awesome.
So now that we have the public page, up and running, let's have another quick demonstration of how the external communication piece comes into play.
Excellent.
So now that the page is published, we can actually start publishing incidents and posts and any type of communication that essentially we want to communicate with our customers. So unlike other status pages solutions, PagerDuty status page is, again, a tightly integrated product, which allows me to immediately see the triggered incident while also leveraging human-in-the-loop automation. What it means is that for this specific page, I decided to use the human approval. And now, as an approver in this demonstration, you can see that I'm already presented with one post that is waiting for my review. Once I go here, so this one specifically was created, manually by one of the agents, but in the same manner, we can also have it created by, triggering an incident by PagerDuty integrating with all of these other vendors and tools that we already offer today. And then it can immediately route it here to this external status page. Then as an approver, I will get it and I can review the post. I can easily see all the information about the incident and the impacted service. In this example, there seemed to be an issue with the webhook. And you can see that the impacted service of the webhook is already selected. So, at this stage, I can essentially use one of the templates that I already have configured for quick reusability that helps me improve trust and speed up the communication process while ensuring a consistent way of external communication across the organization. So let's say that we are in the initial stage of the investigation. I will select this template. You can see that the message is already predefined. And again, the impacted service was already selected. So at this stage, um, I, I feel good about the update, and I will go ahead and publish it. And once I publish it, you can see that it will be immediately reflected on the public facing page with the exact message that I wanted to communicate to our customers. So now the end users can easily monitor the system. They can subscribe, as I mentioned, to receive real-time notifications. They can receive those in email, webhook, and Slack, and essentially easily monitor any of the issues. In this case, is the webhooks that are currently experiencing an issue. But yeah, this is another use case that I really wanted to demonstrate. After getting the page created and up and running, in a matter of really minutes, I think we got not only the page created, but also an update that is already published and communicated to our end users, the customers in this case.
Yeah, that's super quick, super handy for everybody.
Cool. So yeah, I think those were some of the big things that I wanted to demonstrate in terms of the existing offering. I also wanted to share that we actually have plans to introduce the private status pages, which are essentially status pages with controlled visibility access to ensure only the people you want can access them via single sign-on authentication. So this is something we are currently, we already have that in development phase, and we encourage anyone who is interested in the private status pages to join our early access program, which we are targeting to somewhere between probably end of July or early August to start. So yeah, that should be another exciting capability, which many of our customers have been requesting. And yeah, I encourage, I can share with you the link, Mandy, that we can probably share with everyone.
Yeah, I have the early access link there. I threw that into the chat for folks.
Cool.
I like to get folks involved in the early access program. So
yeah.
Cool. So we're going to have 3 different kinds of status pages to fulfill different kinds of needs for customers and then their customers beyond that. So your internal status page, just for you, everybody has access to those in their PagerDuty account. And then we've got these new external ones that are with certain types of accounts. And then the new limited ones, when they come out, who will have those available to them?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So, one of the reasons why we are introducing the private pages is because many of our customers, those who actually tested or have been using the internal status pages, one of the potential gaps that we have there is that it requires you to have a PagerDuty account, at least a stakeholder license. And we have organizations with a lot of thousands of employees, and sometimes they have the executives and the CEO who is interested in seeing what is the current status, but they don't necessarily have a PagerDuty account.
Yeah,
this is one of the real gaps that we want to address with the private pages. And then with the private pages, we also want to offer all of these exciting capabilities that I've just demonstrated, like the customized look and feel, and the ability to subscribe yourself and receive real-time notifications, right? So these will be some additional things that we will be looking to address with the private pages as opposed to the existing internal status pages.
Oh, excellent. Okay, great. Now I totally understand why not everybody is on PagerDuty. Like our CEO is on PagerDuty, of course, but like totally don't expect all the customer CEOs to be in their on escalation policies, getting alerts and stuff. So cool. So for folks who want to start using this, there's a couple of prerequisites, right? Like the big one being business services. And I know not everybody out there has started to use those, but that's where we want to get started if folks aren't using those yet. So all of these status pages are built off of the business services that folks are creating in their PagerDuty platform, right?
Correct. Yeah. So the status pages, they essentially require you to have at least, one business service to create something on the page. And as I mentioned, one of the biggest differentiators and the capabilities that we offer is the integration with PagerDuty and the ability to automatically post incidents.
Yeah.
So this is why it's important to create those business services in a way that will also be linked to a technical service and will have the whole dependency in place as well. But at the same time, we understand that you not always have the dependency in place. So we don't want to complicate things and we want to keep it simple. So we still require you to have a business service, but that business service doesn't necessarily need to have any dependency. You can just create quickly a new business service without having any integration with any technical service or any other integration, and it will allow you to really get up and running as quickly as possible. But we still encourage to have some meaningful dependency of the services. Yeah.
Great. Cool. If anybody else out there listening has any other questions, you can put them in the chat for Jackie, and we'll try and get those answered for you today. So I think these are super helpful for folks. Like I definitely it's one of those things, like if you have a practice of actually telling your customers, your external customers, what you're doing, like this is an excellent way to just smooth that whole process out, get your automated approvals and all that kind of stuff in there with these extra features is really great. And for folks who aren't currently doing this seems like a very low friction on ramp to start being more proactive with your customer experience, with your customer notifications when you're having incidents on your platforms. So, yeah.
100%.
Great. Well, this is excellent. Is there anything else you recommend for folks when they're putting these together? Do you have recommendations for setups or language or approval processes or any of those kinds of things that you've learned from talking to customers?
I think in general, it's the general experience, and observation that we have is that it's very simple and easy to set up a status page. That's what customers are suggesting, and so the recommendation here would be, sure, I mean, try to have some business services with some meaningful connections in terms of the technical services, the integrations that you have. It will help because then you can leverage the automated incidents, right? Because if you create a business service that doesn't have any link, it will work in terms of manually posting updates, but you won't have any automation in place because obviously you don't have any system incidents that can impact the business service. So that will be like one of the suggestions, like to try to do that. But because this is one of the really powerful capabilities that this product offers. But again, at the same time, if you're not ready yet and you just want to create a status page to start proactively communicating updates, so you should be good without leveraging automation or leveraging any in-depth dependency in terms of your services. And then the approval is also like a super exciting feature, which a lot of our customers are already leveraging, and they're using both automation and sometimes they use the approval actually not only for automation. Sometimes when your customer support team wants to publish an update on the page, we have some organizations that actually want someone else to review that before it goes
Sure.
live.
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, if me as an agent, if I'm crafting an update, a manual one, I will post it, but it will be waiting for someone to review. Exactly as we saw here, it will be waiting for someone to review before it actually will go live. So, so the approval feature, it works for both the automated incidents and the manual incidents, which I think is very powerful. Yeah, and then I think that the templates are something that we already seeing many customers creating those and starting to uh, leverage those whenever they have updates.
Yeah.
Those features, by the way, are quite new. Well, the whole product is quite new because we just launched in January. But these specific features that I'm showing here are they were released in the last couple of weeks and months. So the templates are new, the scheduled maintenance is new. So that essentially allows you to communicate any upcoming maintenance on the status page. So not every update needs to be about an outage or about an incident. Sometimes you just want to communicate that maybe in 2 weeks you will be upgrading the server, and there may be some impact for that specific server, right? So this is another very big feature that we introduced, and a lot of customers are already starting to leverage that as well.
Yeah, that seems really handy, especially if does that then come if like I subscribe to someone's status page, does that push that to me as well so that I would get that update? Oh, that's
Correct.
great. Because like
Correct.
sometimes you log into a service and it's like it lets you know that sometime in the near future they're going to have an update, but like if you don't happen to log in except when the maintenance is going on, you didn't really know in advance. So.
Correct. Yeah. So that's exactly like incident. It will be published on the page, but it will also send notifications. So whenever you post something, you have the option to specify whether
Oh,
you
great.
want to push that to all your subscribers. And the subscribers can be, email, it can be Slack and Webhook. By the way, both Slack and Webhook are also quite new. They've been released about a month ago. So those are also quite exciting capabilities that we offer. Yeah, so definitely scheduled maintenance is also something that I think is exciting about this existing release.
Yeah, and folks love templates. Like, if we could templatize absolutely everything in the platform, people would absolutely love that. It would make things very confusing for everyone else. But yeah, everyone loves a template to put all their stuff together. So that's great too.
Yeah, and there are two main use cases. One is to really, help with whenever there is an incident and it's already a stressful time. So you
Yeah.
really want to come up with something as quickly as possible and something that you feel comfortable with in terms of the language that you usually use for communication. And also, like, sometimes you want to improve the language or any errors or grammar. So it's very powerful. Since we have the automated incidents, something we have on our roadmap is actually to allow using templates for system incidents. So whenever there is a triggered incident, you will be able to apply a template without needing to approve, because some customers they feel good about just fully automating everything, but they want to apply a specific message or a specific template every time an incident is triggered. So this is something that we have on our near-term roadmap, where we want to introduce, a way to leverage those templates and apply them on system incidents.
That would be great. We have to have you back on the stream to show that off when it's ready. Definitely. Very cool. Excellent.
Cool.
All right. I don't see any questions in the chat though. I think we've covered a bunch of really good stuff here. I hope folks go out and try this out. If you don't have it in your account yet, talk to your account team about getting that available, and sign up for our early access program to get access to all the other great stuff we have coming up in the next couple of months, because there is a lot going on that you want to see. So yeah. Awesome. All right, Jackie, thank you so much for being on the stream today. This has been great. So
Thank you, Mandy, for having me here. Yeah.
awesome. All right, we'll bid everyone an uneventful weekend. We're off on Monday. We'll see you all on Tuesday, and have a great time. Thanks.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you never miss a stream. Follow us at PD Community and PagerDuty on twitch.tv. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you'd like to be on our stream, email us at community-team@pagerduty.com so we can feature the cool things you're doing. And don't forget, check out all of our global events on our calendar at pagerduty.com/events.